Did you know there's actually a yellow brick road in Kansas? If you're a fan of The Wizard of Oz, you'll want to add this to your to-do list. This is our second stop on our weekend trip to the Midwest, and we just spent Friday evening in Missouri, and Saturday morning we are headed out to Wamego, Kansas. In Wamego, Kansas, you'll find the Oz Museum, which is home to many Wizard of Oz memorabilia and even some Wicked stuff too. I love that the building is bright green just like the movie. Everything you see in the museum kind of goes in order of the movie. Not exactly like it, but kind of. First you'll see Dorothy, then you'll see the house that landed on the witch, and then you'll come across a bunch of Judy Garland stuff, like her Dorothy dress. Next you'll see the Scarecrow, then the Tin Man, and then the Lion. In between each room is memorabilia from each actor, props from the movie, clothes from the movie, including some of the Munchkin clothes, and of course there's some stuff that was donated to the museum. Oh, and you can't forget, Dorothy's red ruby slippers are on display as well. It was interesting to read about everything and see how they made the movie come to life. They also have a tiny theater in which they show the movie on a loop, and in front of the theater are the handprints and footprints from people in the movie or who worked on the movie. There's a hallway of the haunted forest, and this is where you'll see the Wicked Witch of the West, and then you'll run into Glinda. And there's also a photo op at the end of the museum inside of hot air balloon. Across the street is the yellow brick road. It's not very yellow anymore, as I'm sure it's faded over time from sun damage and people walking all over it, but I do think they should repaint it every year. As you go down the yellow brick road, you'll see different murals with quotes from the book, which my favorite was this one about Toto, which says, "Toto did not really care whether he was in Kansas or the land of Oz, so long as Dorothy was with him." And it makes me a little emotional because dogs truly don't care where they are as long as they're with their owner. Which, speaking of Toto, he is all over town. There are numerous statues of Toto, and there's even a Toto's Tacos right next to the museum if you're hungry. At the end of the yellow brick road, you'll find the Friendship House, where you can have lunch or a pastry, in which we ordered the pecan cinnamon roll. Another honorable mention is that there is an Oz winery, and it's on the same street as the Oz Museum and the Yellow Brick Road. We sadly didn't stop by because we were running out of time since we had a 2.5 hour drive up to Omaha, but stay tuned and we'll see you in Nebraska.